I figured I'd give y'all an overview of the garden today. So we'll start with the tomatoes. Cherokee purple. And that's my little drama queen sun gold cherry. And this is Thorburns terracotta. Pretty happy. Actually, there are two in this particular container. And this one is, let's see the tag here, Paul Robeson. And start to set some blooms. And right here, we have another Cherokee purple, blooming away happily. And this one is a black strawberry. It's still pretty tiny, but it's got time. And this one is another Paul Robeson, black beauty, looking gorgeous, setting blooms, happy. And this is another Thorburns, really tall, really setting some blooms. He must have hit a good pocket of dirt. And here's another black beauty. I believe I have two of them in this particular container. Setting blooms like mad. Can't wait. And here is another black strawberry. Still not huge, but I expect great things. This one is another Cherokee purple, a little bit smaller than the others, but it'll get there. Here's another Thorburns terracotta. These were free seeds that I got from Baker Creek. Gorgeous, lots of blooms. Paul Robeson, another one that's a little smaller. Here's another black beauty that's a little small, and the black strawberry. And now that's the end of the tomatoes, and we get into sort of the mixed ones that we haven't put in any sort of cages or anything yet. So this is a purple tomatillo, looking okay, needs to be propped up. And then we come to the gigantic ones. These are what I call red eggplant because I never can remember the big long name for it. And this is a white eggplant, Casper. These are purple long blooms that you're seeing, looking good. And then another small purple tomatillo. We have another red eggplant and another purple eggplant here and another purple eggplant here. And then I just planted some cucumber, so they're still sitting in the garden wagon. And then we get to the big Daddy Tomatillo, big boy. I believe this one has put roots into the ground because that stem is thicker than my thumb. Massive. I cannot wait. I've heard they're very prolific, so get busy. And here's the sunflower that volunteered, self-seeded over the winter. Or last fall, actually. I managed to keep it alive through the winter, so I planted some friends for him. We'll see how that goes. And then here's an overwintered white eggplant. Didn't do great, but we'll see what happens. And this is the mouse melon. And it is very happy. It goes over the top of the tomatillo cage and is running down the deer netting that's attached to the top of the tomato trellis. So hopefully that will give it enough room to be able to produce some mouse melons for us this year. And then here's the poor sad Alabama blue collards. The stupid cabbage butterfly got to them, so I just let that happen. I had planted them kind of the wrong time of the year, so we'll make another run at them later. I've also got some carrots in those 15-gallon grow bags. And I'm going to try to save some of these seeds. It's already bolted. I'm letting it go. I'll try to catch some of those seeds. And then here is a pot of marigold and a pot of volunteer marigold. Did not plant those. Here is the okra, Cajun okra. I'm excited about that. Big 15-gallon grow bag of black-seeded Simpson lettuce and romaine and carrots. And here is the lemongrass that is seeding, throwing up huge seed stalks. I'm just ignoring it for right now, letting it do its thing. Here's dill that survived the winter out here, and it is bolted, some of it. Then we have rosemary, and you can see I had a volunteer cilantro, and it's thrown up shoots. It bolted real quick. So we're going to focus here. My poor little Buena Mulata, not doing great, but I've got it where it's kind of shaded. And then there's a Jalapeno under the bleachers, kind of in the shade for now. The same for that Jalapeno. And then we have a couple of Sugar Rush Peach that I think one of those was the very first one to sprout in the winter when I was starting seeds. Just shot up and kind of froze. So when I potted them up, they started trying to throw blooms and then did not look good. So I pinched all the blooms off and stuck them under the bleachers, and I gave them some CalMag and some other nutrients, and they're recovering pretty well. I think they're about ready to hit the full sun. So I'm going to walk around this way. And I've got marigolds, more marigolds, and more marigolds. I've planted other flowers in there with them, and I can't even remember now. I've got it written down in my garden journal, but I have no clue what they are now. And then here's the million bells that survived the winter, hanging here. Didn't do anything special, it just made it. And then my beautiful purple petunias that I bought from Walmart. Okay, and we're gonna come down here. And these are a couple of chiltepine. And I've got them on the north side of the Pepper Stadium structure, and gives them a little shade. They do get some afternoon direct sun, so that's good. And now, here is a marigold that's about to bloom, and a couple of nasturtium that I just threw in there. And then we get to the ultimate structure of the yard. We see the Pepper Stadium in all its glory. Hear all the cheers of the crowd. Yeah, me either. So the first row is lemon spice jalapeno, and they're putting on peppers pretty good rate here. I'm hoping they do really well, because I can take these to the farmer's market and sell them there. And maybe get a little cash coming in from all the cash I've outlaid for all this stuff. And then the next row up, we've got Habanyata, and they're looking really good. They're starting to put out little bloom stalks, so I'm excited about them. I have 8 of them, and of course that whole front row all the way to the end is lemon spice jalapeno. Oh, and some of you may remember the poor little deformed leaf guy. This is him. You can see the remnants here of his poor deformed little leaf. And I moved him back here, and he just kind of sat here for a while, didn't do much of anything. And then all of a sudden, he put up a big shoot, looked like a normal pepper, and now something found him and's been munching on him. And that's okay. That's one small one out of a bunch of bigger, more healthy ones. Okay, and here we have a lemon drop. Yay, bloom! And a brother lemon drop, and another brother lemon drop. And who are you? Are you another lemon drop? I think so. Yep. And Buena Mulata, and these 3 I was going to attempt to braid, and that didn't work out so well. So I just said, yeah, they can go outside. So we'll see what they do. And then here we have a snake from Matt's Peppers, and another snake from Matt's Peppers, looking pretty happy here. And then this guy here is Ají Cristal with another Ají Cristal. And I'm going to come down a row because that's the end of the Habanyatas. And this is supposed to be a tiger jalapeno. Still trying to figure him out. Don't know what's going on with him, but we'll see what develops. And then this guy looks like a Sugar Rush peach. And then the last one on the end, second row, is Matapino. These were my green Matapinos. This one up here is Matapino as well. And they weren't variegated. So I threw them in a pot, stuck them outside, and guess what they're doing now? They're variegating. So I'll keep an eye on them, and if they need any shade, I will definitely put them in the shade. And then down here we get to another Ají Cristal, looking okay. Just got up potted from a 1-gallon grow bag to the 3-gallon grow bag. And then this one is another Ají Cristal that's in a 7-gallon grow bag. It just got potted up last week. And same for this guy. Looking great. They really took off since I potted them up. And now down here we have the super hot family. This is Bootrelokia in a 3-gallon pot that just got up potted, I believe. No, that one's been in the 3-gallon for a while. This one just got up potted from the 3-gallon and is starting to set some bloom stalks, so yay. And then these guys, more Bootrelokia, were in 1 gallon and just went to 3-gallon. And let's see, who are you? You're another Ají Cristal, and you're another Ají Cristal, and you're another Ají Cristal that was in a 1-gallon and it's in a 3-gallon now. And this one is Chiltepin that just went from a 1 gallon to a 3 gallon. And then I'm so excited about these guys. So excited, my Sugar Rush Peach that just got up potted is flinging out blooms like there's no tomorrow. And when you look underneath, look at those peppers coming. So I am hoping that I will have some ripe Sugar Rush Peach peppers to play with come June, July. And here's another Sugar Rush Peach. Just getting ready to sling the blooms everywhere. I'm so excited. And then here we have hyssop that I planted last year. It overwintered. You can see the overwinter stuff I haven't cut off yet. And it's shooting up and looking really good. My rosemary, 2 pots of that. And here's that stinking little cilantro that I never have any luck with. And then we come to the big boys. These are Chinese 5-color peppers, and I overwintered them, and they have exploded this year. I mean, they are going crazy. If this is what overwintered peppers do, well, by golly, I think I'm going to overwinter everybody. Or try anyway. These were actually just 2 of the 6 Chinese 5-color peppers I had last year. And believe it or not, those were the only peppers that I grew last year. But they did well. They got me excited about growing beautiful peppers. So now, here we are. I have 56 peppers out in the yard that I am going to have to figure out how to accommodate. I want to get all these guys up off the ground. Husband is going to build me some more bench seating for them. And I know the guys up in the pepper stadium now are probably going to need to be thinned out quite a bit. So I'm going to have to move them to some new bench seating as well. And that is the state of the garden right now. It is April 30th, 2022. Thanks for watching.